watching the amount of healthy going down. I would prefer for it to be everyone. Like, the less people are healthy in this, the better, because then I can just go ahead and not have to worry about everyone in the world is taken care of. So that means I can just, like I said, I can confidently move to stage 2. The thing is, though, is that these mutations are starting to get very common, so I may have to start thinking about prematurely moving. But the thing is, though, is that I don't want to overdo it, because the countries very, very easily may start getting killed off quicker than I would prefer. And what happened was, like, the thing about it is, if you do things too quickly and don't take your time, countries might get overridden or whatever, or, you know, the death rate would catch up with the infection rate, and that country pretty much dies out with the plague on its own without them actually needing to do anything. And that's one of the main things you have to keep in mind in this, is that you are your own worst enemy in this. Like, the majority of the time, and only 20% of the time I'd say it's what's actually being combated against you by humanity that you're having to be concerned about. So really, you gotta take your time in this. And I guess that's really what this run comes, like, I guess I can sum this run up as just tips, like, because there really isn't anything else I could explain in this. Like I said, for plagues like this, you don't want to merely go all out with symptoms. You want to keep it kind of hush-hush and stealthily maneuver, because the less your plague is noticeable, the more you can just get infections out there, and it really takes things off. Like, it makes things a bit easier in the coming later, like the later phases of your run, because it's really, that part is going to be the very, very finicky part. It's not going to be the very beginning. All you're really doing in the beginning is just like getting countries infected, but afterwards you got to keep in mind of everyone, the infection rate of every country. You got to keep in mind of the death rate of every country. You got to keep in mind of everything. It's so finicky, and yeah, it's something that I would not recommend doing this non-stealthily. If you're up for a challenge, by all means, but I don't recommend it. And then of course you have other, you know, viruses and plagues, like, you know, the coronavirus, where really it just comes down to just being aggressive in some aspects. Like, you only make your move as soon as you feel the time is right. And that pretty much goes for every one of these viruses, except I'd say the simian flu. Only strike when you feel the time is right. New fall in urban population density? Who cares? I don't care, at least not in this game anyway. I mean, if that were in real life, I'd probably imagine, you know, that'd be kind of sucky, but in this game, that's actually something I would kind of want. Especially with how many people are infected now, so it really doesn't make any difference, but, you know. The thing is, though, is I honestly don't know what I'm going to want to do here. Like, once I see that everyone's been infected, which is pretty much any second now, do I have enough DNA points to get to the symptom I want to get to, which is, of course, total organ failure, which is another tip I want to give. Go for that symptom. If you see that symptom is there, go for it, because that is going to be... I don't think per se it's going to clinch it, but it's definitely going to make it so you're coming, like the latter phases where you're just basically trying to finish things off. That is going to be your main, I wouldn't say it's your trump card, so to speak. That's going to be the thing to rely on. It's not the main symptom, but it's certainly going to be the, yeah, it's going to be your trump card, basically. Your ace in the hole, you know, your death blow, literally, I guess in terms of this game. The pun's so strong, the black comedy, I'm really, like, I'm horrible with that. I don't know why, but... Okay, it's the last play. What do you want from me? I mean... So I just noticed, why is the amount of healthy people... What is with the infection rate? Like, what is go... Oh. Oh. Oh my. Greenland, I hate you so much in this game. I hate you so much, Greenland. Why do you do this, Greenland? The only country, all these infected countries, like Greenland and Iceland, always the only two countries that are just stubbornly. Now I had to spend points that I didn't want to spend, and I also have to get rid of both of those. Oh my god, Greenland really... That's, like, again, as I've said multiple times, over and over and over again, you're gonna hate Greenland in this game. Like, you're gonna loathe and hate Greenland's existence in this game. Like, nothing against Greenland in IRL, in real life, but in this game, you're gonna hate that country with a burning passion, because this country just seems to negate everything. And you have to fight to get this country going, compared to everyone else where it's like they have no issue, you know, getting infected and lighting up. Greenland and Iceland, though, it's the exact opposite. The exact opposite. Well, let's see here. I do believe these are the last countries that to be entirely infected here from the looks of it. I really didn't want to have to get that. I'm kind of not excited about it. Yeah, I may have to just say, you know what? Just let the things... let the countries do their thing. And they're taking off anyway, so it's no big deal. Good thing I'm just glad I caught that soon now beforehand this time. I think that was what it was that I... Another thing about that screwed me over was just these two countries just not getting infected quicker than I expected. So, yeah. But these are the last two countries that have not been infected yet, like fully, so they're not going to have any hope for them afterwards. Let me check to see how much. So it's 4 to evolve that, and total organ failure is down here. I think I want to go this way, right? I want to go that way. Get total organ failure all sorted out.